Greetings, Oracle World. This is Justin, and in this Oracle Database YouTube video tutorial, I am going to show you how to set Oracle variables to be persistent. Well, I should say user-defined or SQL plus variables persistent across SQL plus sessions. Now, if you've watched my other SQL plus variable videos, or you know something about SQL plus variables, you will note that they are only they're only good during or only configured during an SQL plus session. So once you disconnect from the SQL plus session, they get reset to their defaults. Okay, and this can be pretty annoying. Oracle does provide a way to make them default. I'm sorry, to make them persist across SQL plus sessions, and that's what we're going to discuss in this video. So let's go ahead and let's set our operating system variable Oracle _ SID to finance. And let's ensure we're set properly. And let's connect to our finance database as via the SQL Plus program. Okay, there we go, connected. Now type in show user, and we see we're connected as a sysdba user. And now type in select name from the $database, and we'll see we're connected as the finance database. Now, if we type in define, we will see variables which are predefined. These are called Oracle system variables, and they're set by SQL Plus internally automatically when you install the Oracle database software. Okay, and these will always be persistent. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to set a user-defined variable called name. So we type in define name equals Justin. Define name. And there it is. Name equals Justin. And we type in define, we see all the variables, the system variables, including our name variable that we set down here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set the SQL prompt to be something other than the default SQL greater than sign prompt. Okay, and if we type in show SQL prompt, we will see the default SQL prompt setting being capital SQL greater than sign and a space. Okay, the show command in SQL Plus will show you SQL Plus settings. Okay, and SQL Plus settings and variables are only valid during an SQL Plus session. Okay, they're reset every time you log out and log back in. So in this video, I'm actually going to show you how to keep both of them persistent across SQL Plus login sessions. So let's go ahead and let's set our SQL prompt to, we're going to use the system variable user, and then we're going to say single quote at single quote, and then we're going to use the system variable underscore capital connect identifier like so. Okay, and actually we're going to set it I can set it more like this to tell you the truth. So we have a little space there. And actually, I'll probably do this. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we have a variable. So we have two things that we did here. Okay, we have the variable the variable name, which is set to the value of Justin. And we have our SQL prompt SQL setting, which is set to this string, which we can see in our SQL prompt. Now let's quit out SQL Plus, and let's log in again. You'll notice how the SQL prompt has changed back to SQL greater than sign space. And if we do a define name, we will see that it says symbol name is undefined, so the name variable is not defined. And if we type in show SQL prompt, we will see that the SQL prompt setting is back to its default, which is capital SQL greater than sign space. So to make these persistent across SQL Plus sessions, we need to go to our Oracle home. Okay, Oracle app product 11.2 DB home. And the Oracle home is a location on your computer where the Oracle database software is installed. And on this particular system, it's installed under c://oracle/app/product/11.2.0/db_home_1. Now, under your Oracle home, which we currently are, there is a subdirectory called SQL Plus. So we're going to Go ahead and cd to that now. And under SQL Plus, there's a subdirectory or folder called admin. So we're currently in your Oracle home, which ends here, and then two subdirectories under your Oracle home, SQL Plus / admin. Now, we do a directory listing on that. In that directory, we will see that by default, there's a file called glogin.sql. This is the file that we put SQL Plus commands in that we want the SQL Plus program to execute automatically every time it starts. This is the equivalent of like the .profile file in your home directory on Unix systems for Corn shell users, or your bash rc file or something along those lines. Its initialization file is what us Unix folks call it. So let's go ahead and let's edit this file. I have an editor called text editor that I use. Add glogin.sql. Okay, and here's the file by default. As you can see, it's telling you right here the description: SQL Plus global login site profile file. Any additional SQL Plus commands here that are to be executed. It says add any SQL Plus commands here that are to be executed when a user starts SQL Plus or uses the SQL Plus connect command. Usage, this script is automatically ran. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to set those to the variable, and we're going to define that variable. We're also going to set that SQL parameter to change the prompt, the SQL Plus parameter. So let's go ahead and set our variable. Define name equals Justin, the same way that you do when you're in SQL Plus. So you're just typing in the command. Now we're going to type in set SQL prompt, and we're going to do underscore user, single quote at single quote, underscore connect underscore identifier, all uppercase like so. We have define name equals Justin, and we have set SQL prompt, and then we're using the underscore capital user system variable, the @ sign, and then the system variable underscore connect underscore identifier capital variable here as well. Okay, so with that done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this file. Okay, which it's done. And if we do type glogin.sql, we'll verify that our changes are in there that we put via text editor. The define name here, the define variable here, and set the SQL plus parameter SQL prompt here. Now, let's go ahead and let's log in SQL plus. Note when we log in, we're not going to type in any define commands or set commands. Look at that. Automatically. Okay, well, let's fix that. I don't like that. Go to our Oracle home. Change it. I'm a stickler for things like this. Double quotes, put a greater than sign, space, double quote. Much better. Type glogin SQL. I'm going to log in SQL plus and not type in anything. There it is. Username at database instance name. Okay, so everything's good there. And if we do a define name, we will see the variable that we set in that file. And notice we just logged in up here. We didn't type in anything else. Okay, it's automatically done because it's in that file. Okay, that glogin.sql file, which is located in Oracle home / SQL plus / admin directory. Okay, and it doesn't matter how many times we log in or who we log in as, that will be executed each time. Okay, that's how you define. That's how you make user-defined variables persistent across SQL Plus sessions, and that's how you make a SQL Plus parameter settings persistent across SQL Plus sessions. Thank you.